The year is 9 AD. Deep within the dense, mist-covered Teutoburg Forest, a trap is set. 3 Roman legions march through the narrow, muddy paths, led by the confident Publius Quinctilius Varus. They believe they are marching through friendly territory, unaware of the betrayal brewing in the shadows. Arminius, a Germanic chieftain raised as a Roman, leads the tribes in a coordinated uprising. The Roman column stretches for miles, a vulnerable snake winding through the unforgiving ancient trees. Suddenly, the silence of the forest is shattered by the thunderous roar of Germanic war cries. Spears rain down from the slopes, piercing the Roman shields and sowing chaos among the ranks. Varus tries to organize a defense, but the terrain makes their traditional formation impossible to maintain. Rain begins to pour, turning the forest floor into a treacherous, blood-soaked quagmire of mud. Roman discipline crumbles as the tribesmen strike from the thicket and vanish back into the gloom. The legions are trapped between the impassable swamp and the steep, enemy-held forest ridges. Arminius watches from a distance, his face a mask of cold resolve as his plan unfolds. He knows the Roman weaknesses better than any other, having served in their own military ranks. Day 2 brings no relief. The Romans are exhausted, hungry, and constantly under relentless guerrilla attack. They attempt to build a fortified camp, but the constant skirmishes prevent them from finding rest. Varus, realizing the hopelessness of his situation, struggles to maintain order among his terrified men. The Germanic warriors show no mercy, their hatred for the Roman occupation fueling every strike. Trees are felled to block the path, forcing the legions into even tighter, more lethal bottlenecks. The Roman eagles, symbols of their pride, are now targets for the vengeful tribesmen. By the 3rd day, the surviving soldiers are broken, their armor heavy and their spirits shattered. Varus, seeing the inevitable end, chooses to take his own life rather than face total defeat. The remaining Romans scatter, desperate to find a way out of this green, suffocating labyrinth. But there is no escape. The forest has become a graveyard for the pride of Rome. Arminius emerges as a hero to his people, having dealt a crushing blow to the empire. The news of the massacre reaches Rome, leaving Emperor Augustus in a state of deep mourning. He wanders his palace, crying out, "Varus, give me back my legions," to the empty halls. The defeat at Teutoburg marks the end of Roman expansion into the heart of Germania. The Rhine becomes a permanent border, separating the Roman world from the untamed Germanic lands. Centuries later, the site of the battle remains a symbol of resistance against foreign conquest. The forest, once a place of slaughter, now stands as a silent witness to history. Archaeologists still uncover the remnants of this clash, finding rusted blades and broken armor. Each discovery tells a story of the men who fought and died in the shadows. The legacy of Arminius lives on, celebrated as a founding figure of Germanic identity. The Roman Empire, though powerful, learned that even the strongest force has its limits. Nature itself seemed to conspire against the invaders, hiding the enemy in its vast canopy. The Teutoburg Forest remains a haunting reminder of the cost of arrogance and betrayal. History is written by the victors, but the earth remembers the blood spilled here. The tactical brilliance of the ambush changed the course of European history forever. Rome never fully recovered its influence in the lands beyond the Rhine River. The Germanic tribes proved that unity could overcome even the most disciplined military machine. As the sun sets over the trees, the wind whispers the names of the lost. The battle was not just a military defeat, it was a psychological blow to Rome. It shattered the myth of Roman invincibility that had spread across the known world. The forest floor, once stained with crimson, is now covered in peaceful green moss. Yet, the echoes of the clashing steel seem to linger in the cool air. Visitors walk the paths today, reflecting on the fragility of power and empires. The story of the 3 legions serves as a warning to all who overextend. Arminius remains a complex figure, a man caught between 2 worlds and 2 cultures. His choice to turn against Rome altered the cultural map of the entire continent. The Roman soldiers, far from home, fought bravely for a cause they barely understood. Their sacrifice, while tragic, became the foundation of a new historical era. We look back at these events to understand the foundations of our modern world. The Teutoburg Forest is more than just a location. It is a turning point. It reminds us that even the greatest empires are subject to the tides of fate. The silence of the trees is the final answer to the screams of the past. May we learn from the lessons etched into this ancient, storied landscape. The battle is over, but the story continues to be told through the ages. History is a tapestry woven with the threads of conflict and human ambition. Let us honor the memory of those who fell in the dark, deep woods. The Teutoburg Forest stands eternal, guarding the secrets of a lost Roman army.